Namo Narayana, Jai Swaminarayan, welcome back. We are reading this evening, and it is like 7 o'clock here, so if the light changes while we're doing the video, you've been warned. We are reading chapter 53 and chapter 54 of the Ramayana. Chapter 53 is called Rama Laments about Kaikeyi. After reaching the other side of the river, Rama did oblations of the dusk, and that handsome great man spoke the following to Lakshmana. We are going to spend the first night in a place where people are not there, as Sumatra has gone away. There's no need to worry about it. Lakshmana, from now on we have to be vigilant and awake at night, for the safety and welfare of Sita depends on this. We will lie down on some material which we have collected. That great one who deserved a great bed laid down on the ground and spoke to Lakshmana these good and memorable words. Lakshmana, by this time the king would have slept with sorrow, and Kaikeyi, whose desires have been fulfilled, would have become happy. I hope that after the arrival of Bharata, Kaikeyi would not take away the life of the king for the sake of getting the kingdom. That old one who is like an orphan has been separated from me, and what can the soul of passion do as he has come under the control of Kaikeyi? Thinking about the king's confusion of mind, I feel that passion is stronger than dharma or wealth. Lakshmana, will even an ignorant man, for the sake of a woman, abandon his son who has been following his will and pleasure? Will Bharata, along with his wife, lead a happy and pleasant life like an emperor of the Kausalya kingdom? With the king becoming very old and me having to come to this forest, he would become only chief of that kingdom. A king who abandons dharma and artha and pursues only passion will reach a state like King Dasartha very quickly. I consider Kaikeyi has come into our home for the destruction of Dasartha, my banishment, and for making Bharata the king. Will Kaikeyi, attracted by the exuberance of her prosperity, now torment Kausalya and Sumitra because of me? Oh, Lakshmana, because of me. Sumitra should not experience any sorrow, and so in the morning I want you to go back to Ayodhya. I alone will go to the Dadanka forest along with Sita, and you will be the protector of the orphan like Kausalya. Kaikeyi, who does heinous deeds out of hatred, may follow unjust means to trouble my mother, and so you may entrust the upkeep of my mother to Bharata, who is a follower of Dharma. Lakshmana, in which of her previous births did my mother separate a mother from her son? I feel this has occurred because of that. Kausalya nurtured me for a long time with great difficulty, and this time, when she can get fruits from me, she is separated from me. I have given great pain to my mother, and let no mother give birth to a son like me. Lakshmana, on hearing about my banishment, my mother's mynah bird would say to the parrot, "Oh, parrot, bite the foot of the enemy." And I think my mother would be more pleased with that mynah bird. Oh, killer of enemies, that soul of sorrow, who has very less luck, could not be helped by her son, and she has no sons except me. My less fortunate mother, after parting from me, would have become extremely sad, and has probably fallen down in the sea of sorrow. Lakshmana, if I get angry, all by myself with my arrows, I could have exterminated Ayodhya and even the world. But this valor is without any reason now. Oh, Lakshmana, at this time I am not getting crowned to avoid unrighteous conduct as well as to ensure a place in the other world. In that desolate forest, Rama did many such pitiable lamentations, and with a face full of tears he sat silently. Then Lakshmana consoled Rama, who was lamenting, and Rama became like a fire which was put out, or an ocean without waves. "Oh, Rama, O foremost among people who use weapons, it is certain that the city of Ayodhya has lost its luster after your departure and looks like a night without the moon. O Rama, this type of lamentation from you is dangerous, and Sita and me are becoming sad because of it. Neither Sita nor myself can stay alive for even a short time without you, like a fish cannot survive without water. Without you being near me, I do not wish to see even Dasartha, Sumitra, Shatrugna, or even heaven itself." After that, those two lovers of Dharma, who were seated comfortably, having seen the bed made under the tree not far away from there, took rest. After listening to the excellent words told by Lakshmana, with great respect, Rama permitted him to live with Dharma and with him till the total duration of forest life was over. After that, in the lonely forest, those strong sons of the Raghu clan lived in the slope of the mountains like lions, without feeling either afraid nor nervous. Thus ends chapter 53. Chapter 54 is called Rama at Bharadwaja's Hermitage. Those three spent a peaceful night under the tree, and after the sun had raised, set out from that region. Those people with great fame entered the very deep forest and saw various parts of land which they had not seen before, and they traveled further with the intention of reaching the confluence of the Ganga with the river Yamuna. They went safely, seeing various types of plants, and when the day came to an end, Rama said to Lakshmana, "Lakshmana, see the matchless smoke near Prayaga appearing like a flag of the fire god, indicating that there is a sage nearby? Now it is certain that we have reached the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna, as the sound of water dashing against water can be heard. Here we see logs of wood which have been cut by forest-living people who have cut it for their living, and we also see the hermitage of Bharadwaja surrounded by various types of trees." Those archers, walking at a comfortable pace, reached the hermitage of the saint near the confluence of Yamuna and Ganga when the sun was about to set. When Rama was about to reach the hermitage, the animals and birds were frightened by their movement, and walking on the path for a little time, they reached the place of Bharadwaja. Then those two valorous ones, accompanied by Sita, reached the hermitage and waited at a distance, desirous of meeting the sage. Rama entered and saw the great sage surrounded by his disciples. Having obtained the spiritual insight, that great one was practicing rigid penances and meditation with a concentrated mind, and was performing a fire ritual. Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita, after saluting him, introduced themselves. Rama spoke to the sage. "O great sage, we are Rama and Lakshmana, the sons of Dasartha. This is Kaikeyi, who is the auspicious daughter of Janaka, and my wife. That irreproachable one has followed me in this desolate forest of penance. When my father banished me, this dear brother of mine, who is the son of Sumitra, with great determination accompanied me to this forest. O godlike saint, as sent by my father, we will enter this forest of penance, will practice Dharma, and live on collected roots and fruits." Hearing the words of the son of the king, the sage brought water to wash his feet and water to drink. That sage, who had practiced penance, offered them several types of food and drink, and prepared for them food, including fruits and roots, and arranged a resting place for them. Surrounded by animals, birds, as well as other sages, after welcoming Rama with proper rituals, the sage spoke. Bharadwaja, after Rama received all his hospitality, gave him a seat and uttered suitable words of welcome, saying, "O prince of the Kaikeyi clan, after a long time you have arrived here, and I am able to see you now. I also heard about your being banished without any reason. This place in the confluence of great rivers is a solitary region. You can comfortably stay at this divine pretty place." Rama, who was interested in the welfare of all, after hearing these words, replied in an auspicious and proper way. "O godlike sage, people of the towns and village of my country who live nearby can easily see me and would often come to see me and Sita at this hermitage, and because of that I do not wish to stay here. Please, can you suggest a suitable place for a hermitage in a solitary place where the daughter of Janaka, who merits all comforts, can entertain herself?" After hearing this explanation and question of Rama, that great sage said the following: 20 miles from here there is a famous mountain called Chitrakuta, which is similar to Gandamadana mountain, and which is auspicious, served by great sages, very pleasant to look at, full of wandering apes, and habitated by monkeys and bears, and you can live there. When men look at the peaks of this mountain, they will only do auspicious deeds, and sinful deeds will not even enter their mind. For hundreds of autumns many great sages did penance there, till only their skull remained on their heads, and they went to heaven from there. Oh, Rama, I think that solitary place would be a nice place for you to live with joy. If you think otherwise, you can live with me here till the time of banishment is over." Bharadwaja honored and fulfilled all the desires of his dear guest, along with his wife and his brother. In Prayaga, when Rama was sitting near the sage, he told him several divine stories, and the night again set in. Overcome by tiredness, as he was accustomed to the luxurious life, that son of the Kakushya clan, along with Sita, stayed that night in the very nice hermitage of Bharadwaja. After the night, in the morning, going near the saint, Rama said to the saint, who had a shining luster, "O godlike sage of truthful character, we have spent the night in your hermitage, and today we may be permitted to go out to that dwelling place suggested by you." The saint then replied to Rama, "You may go now to Chitrakuta. There you will find plenty of roots, fruits, and honey. Rama, the famous Chitrakuta, having trees of all types, is visited by Kinnaras and Uragas. It is sacred, delightful, and is visited by mighty tuskers, and is always filled with the sounds of peacocks. I believe it is a proper place for you to stay, and so you may go there. There you would see herds of elephants as well as hordes of deer. You will see them roaming in the forest. Along with Sita, when you are wandering, you will see waterfalls and rivers, plateaus, caves, mountains, and torrents on that mountain, filled with the delightful music of birds as well as cuckoos, and populated by deer, exuberant elephants. That place is enchanting. When you reach there, please stay in a hermitage." And thus ends that chapter. So first of all, my apologies for a sudden change in camera. Someone walked by outside who was screaming, and plus cars like the one you can probably hear right now, and my legs were getting tired because this is not the first video I've done tonight, so I changed position and it changed the camera. Also, it's very interesting in the previous chapter we read where Rama, I believe for the first time, is openly confessing what has actually happened. He was manipulated, and it was very interesting to read that and to see him pour out his heart to Lakshmana and say, "Go home." I didn't expect that at all. And now he meets up with this saint and he's like, "No, we can't stay here because people can find me." He's very honorable and really committed to doing the right thing and really being isolated. Feel free to put down below your thoughts as we work our way through this book and this glorious story.